Hey everybody, let's do a quick question and answer. So here we have a video titled, Was Amazon driver justified shooting the dog? So I'll put this in the description. You can watch it and make your own decisions. But here's the question. Was Amazon driver justified? Well, we know that if the dog attacked the Amazon driver, that dog culture and the local police and trainers and shelters would have about 500 reasons lined up about the dog needs more training, the dog needs more Prozac, the dog needs this, the dog needs that. They would have all kinds of excuses lined up for the dog. Maybe the dog was bred wrong, maybe the dog was abused, maybe the dog had a bad experience in its life. So I kind of wonder if we should offer that kind of consideration to our fellow humans. And to help form that answer, I'm going to show you guys a situation from life that happens often on another video. Okay, so here is the loose dog in Texas attacks a pregnant woman. So in this video, a dog from way back here comes running around and attacks the pregnant woman. There's several kids and adults involved in the attack, and they all experience the screaming. I'll put this video in the description. You can watch it for yourself. But notice something in the video over here in this corner. That's a mail truck. So these people that drive these mail trucks, they witness these pit bulls shredding people's flesh off of their bones. So do you think that that UPS person that was delivering to that house, he might have been delivering somewhere else in a similar situation as this whole video and seen something like that and didn't want that to happen to him? You see, dog culture doesn't think about that kind of stuff. We just think about stuff in the moment, blame the human, put the dog up on deity status. So in this video, let me just play a little bit of it for you. See, the dog comes, they're screaming, they jump on top of their car. Of course, that's damaging their car too. They're going to have to pay for that. If it's their neighbor's car, they're going to have to pay for it. The dog owner won't have to pay for it. The dog will have the police called on it 3 or 4 or 5 times for incidents like this before they finally do something about the dog. And notice the witnesses. We have a little kid. We have a little kid right here. We have the little kids that are involved in that. I'm going to crank the volume down because that screaming's pretty... You can watch the video yourself. You see, our little kid is witnessing that. The adult gets laid out on the ground. And at the end of the video, all these people are on the porch trying to figure out what to do. Everyone's crying. The mom has to go into the house. And what if these people right here in the video, what if this lady gets a job as an Uber driver? What if this young child gets a job with FedEx or UPS? They experience their mom being attacked by that dog. And if they go to a house and have dogs charge them, they have PTSD. So when these drivers, like this guy right here in this video, protect themselves from dogs, yeah, they have every right to do it. And our society does this. Our society exposes all of these young humans to these nasty dog attacks. Then they go get jobs as delivery drivers, and we expect them to just sit there and allow themselves to get bit. So yeah, is it justified? It certainly is, especially when society refuses to protect these kids beforehand. Another little side note, look at this guy. He has a little bitty dog. A little bitty dog. Those big pit bulls and other type bully breeds and big German shepherds, they love to chase these dogs around. So even though this little guy here with this cute little dog acting like he's not part of the problem, he probably is part of the problem because those pit bulls, they attack kids too. But if that pit bull was over here and he saw that little dog running around over here or running around over here, he would have came running and he would have attacked that dog and then attacked whatever kid that got between them. So these little foo-foo dogs that everybody thinks are all, he would never hurt nobody. they're still part of the problem because they trigger the fighting instinct of those bigger dogs. And if you're a kid or an adult and you get between a big dog that's trying to go after that little dog, then the kid is going to get messed up. And those little dogs are often a trigger for these fights. So whether the dog is at fault or not, the presence of these little poop machines, little fluff bunny here, they trigger the dog. And then they say, oh, the kid triggered the dog. The kid triggered the dog. Likely, that little dog running around yipping and yapping could have triggered the prey drive in that dog that attacked the kids. All of these people that are involved, all of these people that heard the screaming, they might be a FedEx driver, they might be a UPS driver. So, yeah, is it justified when these people defend themselves? It seems to me like it is. The simple solution is to don't get a dog because a dog will kill you or maim you, or keep your dog under control. If you're really that upset about someone defending themselves from your dog, the simple solution is keep the dog under control. But we live in a world where people constantly have their dogs like this, not under control. And all of these humans see that. So if you're not willing to set the example and keep your dog under control, then the downstream effects are people are going to be afraid, people are going to witness all these atrocities, and people are going to take steps to defend themselves. So the fault behind any of these situations is the dog and the dog culture, not the people defending themselves.